Victorian Place 2 is a low-income permanent housing apartment complex with 20 single-family apartments. All are 3-bedroom, 2-bath floor plans with 1,200 square feet of living space. On-site laundry facilities are provided. Purchased in 1998, this complex is owned by Multi-Service Center and provides housing for families whose income is 35% to 50% of area median income. SKHHP awarded Victorian Place 2 $777,306 in 2023 to support the rehabilitation and preservation of the project.
Welcome to Victorian Millers Creek. This is one of the biggest projects we've done. There are 40 affordable homes that are going to be built here, 3 and 4 bedroom. Which is an amazing opportunity to be able to build in this part of the county, to be able to build in Victorian, to be able to build a community that this is going to be. For those 20 of those homes will be at an average of 50% AMI, which is amazing for home ownership. And 20 of those homes will be available at under 80% AMI. This has been a long time in coming. You can see all the work that we've already accomplished. We're in the midst of laying the foundations now. We're going to be up and out of the ground. Already we are on a couple of the buildings, but we're going to be fully complete next summer. So the applications open up for these homes in January. So that's really pertinent also to our conversation, because our goal right now, we've secured funding minus just shy of $2 million that Habitat is fronting for now that can get us all of this construction done. But what we're really looking for is to our ask of SKHHP and also of Housing Trust Fund, what we really want to do is bring our mortgages down on those 50% AMI homes, because what we really want to be able to target families that are between 45 and 55% AMI. We want it to be open. If your family is a little smaller and you're a growing family, we want to be able to accommodate them here. And setting those base prices a little lower than they are now is our goal, which is why we have set our ambitious targets for fundraising this year to fill our existing gap and more, because what we really want to do is serve this community. That's our goal. If we create a window for our homeowner, they can't be more than this or less than this, and like there's 3 people in the county that qualify, that's not going to serve anyone. We don't want that. We want to create a good, healthy range. So we're really picking those who can afford what this opportunity is and also can use it as their platform to grow. Because that's what our homes are about, is about providing that middle point for home ownership that is, as you come through affordable rental, as you come supportive housing, affordable rental, even market rate rental is still more expensive than most of our homeowners pay for their mortgages. And that's before we consider the average 50% AMI. This is a really huge opportunity. And we already know there are many, many homeowners who are waiting for this opportunity. When we thought we were going to be able to open up applications last year, we got 10 applicants for every 1 home that we put out there. So there's many, and we have 8,000 families on our interest list right now throughout the county. So huge, huge need for what this is. So we're really grateful for the support you've already given to us. But this is why we're at that critical point with this project, where more support getting us to that point is really going to achieve what we all want to be achieved here on this site. We are self-building as the GC that 1 building. So that's where Habitat volunteers will come. Our homeowners in this development will get to participate in helping to build that building. And this is one of the unique parts of our program, that we do have a volunteer component. But what we did do on this site is make it a hybrid, where that 1 building will be volunteer built. But we found that it was actually, we needed to find a way to make this cheaper and happen faster in this particular case. Right now, in the market for this particular site, that meant going with a GC for the rest of the buildings, because we really need to get these homes out to people. So that's why you're seeing a timeline of delivery next summer, is that we've been able to achieve that by having this combination of efforts. So we're still kind of getting the best of both worlds here, where we'll still have homeowners and volunteers be able to participate and build this community literally from the ground up, but we will also be able to deliver it in a timeline that it really meets the community's need.
Homestead Community Land Trust built the first phase of Willowcrest Townhomes in partnership with the Renton Housing Authority and the City of Renton. The homes are priced affordable for households making 60 to 75% of area median income. 3 of the homes in Phase 1 were sold to households exiting homelessness.
We received a gift, actually, of land from the Renton Housing Authority to build the first phase of our Willowcrest permanently affordable townhomes. The Willowcrest, it's home ownership for those who make 80% or less of area median income, 12 townhomes, 3 and 4 bedroom homes, and this was the first of our 2 demonstration projects of highly energy efficient net zero energy development, solving for both housing justice as well as climate justice. So what net zero means is that the homes produce technically more electricity than they potentially use. So all of the homes have much deeper insulation to keep the heat in and the cold in, depending on which time of year you're in, and the mini split systems, exemplary stormwater management, solar panels on the roofs. This was an award-winning project. It was recognized because it was this wonderful partnership between the City of Renton, Renton Housing Authority, and a private homeownership developer. We're fully sold up, and we're starting our phase 2, which is, you'll see the empty lot behind this one. That will be 19 more homes for the Willowcrest development, and not all of those will be permanently affordable. It'll be 15 permanently affordable, and 4 will be market rate homes. There's 3 buildings, 4 homes in each. They are built with what we call community-oriented design. They're designed to foster interaction between neighbors, but also designed, none of the doors, none of the entryways like these townhomes are on the same side of the building. So that gives the homes a sense of their own private entrance. None of the balcony outdoor spaces look directly at each other. So there's a sense of both privacy as well as the community-oriented living. We share this play structure, and as part of our development, we upgraded that play structure, and it's jointly maintained by the HOA and Renton Housing Authority. All of these homes have, you can see how the doorways are. So that entrances here and here, those are the main doors of those units, but they don't directly face the front doors of any other units. All of these have at least 1 car garage. All have EV charging ports in the garages to encourage electrification. And there's an exemplary stormwater system as you come around the corner here, where you see the wood railing. Right next to that is a huge stormwater runoff tank. So stormwater coming down will flow into this filtration tank before it goes into the watershed. You can tell by the sloping roofs that we've got them positioned for optimal coverage for the solar panels. And you can see the heat pump hot heating systems on the sides of the buildings that provide both heating and cooling. These homes also have heat pump water heaters. We were the first, I think, homeownership program to put those in the units. They hold the heat as if and retain it in the building to minimize that cool down heat up of the water in the tap. So it saves, I think, almost as much energy as a solar panel does in terms of over a year of use. I think I'm quoting that right? Yeah. Nice. So you can see these homes are being maintained beautifully. And that's one of the things that I think everyone asks about is how do you operationalize maintenance of the homes. And in our program, the homeowners do maintain their own homes. There's a homeowners association with an HOA management company that helps and provides support to homeowners. I think you can even see some work being done over there to keep everything in good repair. We've also minimized the external facing kind of maintenance issues. The siding that we use is a 100-year siding. The idea is to invest in both the environmental sustainability, but that also translates into lower maintenance costs for our folks over time. All those externalities of if you build cheap now, you have to pay for it later, we're trying to think of those things up front. Setting our program up for success in maintaining the permanent affordability of the homes, but also lowering the overall cost of home ownership for our residents.
What you see here with Willow Crest and out in the Sunset Park is part of a planning process that started in the early 2000s. It was a community-driven process, and what folks found, working with the city, working with Renton Housing Authority, that this area really needed to be revitalized. And what they found was revitalization wasn't going to just happen with policy and rezoning. It needed serious capital investment. It needed the help of many partners. So the RHA, King County Library, the city, the school district came together with $150 million in capital infrastructure improvements to start the redevelopment of the Sunset Master Plan, which is out here, with the centerpiece being that 3-acre park and the loop road. The city installed the road, installed the park, and then we waited for investment to come. RHA started with the replacement of the old Sunset Terrace housing development. They did a 1-for-1 replacement. There were 100 units they needed to replace. They did that really fast. You can see them out there on the ring road. And then what we also saw was private market rate investment come in too. So you have the Sunset Terrace apartments that are completed. That's 108 units of market rate apartments. And then under construction across the street, we have a great mixed income development, the Solera project. They're bringing in, and there's going to be completely open early next year, 590 units of mixed income, 275 affordable, 315 market rate, and then right across from the street from there, you can see blank pads ready to go, and those are going to be home ownership townhomes. So you're going to see that nice blend from Sunset Boulevard with the higher density and cascading down to lower density. So 2009, the city put out a community strategy of how we're going to do this, the infrastructure, the policy changes, and since 2009, we've seen 1,200 units of housing in this neighborhood come about. One of the tools that we use, and I think a lot of other cities use too, obviously, is the SEPA Planned Action Ordinance. We've got 270 acres around here. This is the center, but 270 acres where we front-loaded all of our environmental review to help us with the capital facilities planning and all the permitting to go with it. So lots of capital investment. We found that to be very important to spur that development, because I think real estate folks want to know if you're serious, and I think zoning and policy and comp plan jargon is not enough. You've got to put your money out there too.
And I will note that we applied for 2 or 3 Choice Neighborhood HUD grants. We got to final selection on one of them, but we were never successful in achieving those grants. So we found other ways to do it, and as you drive through, I don't think you'd be able to tell which projects are affordable housing or RHA and which projects are market rate, which is something we take a lot of pride in. And make sure you take note of that play structure. There's a library, there will be retail. There's up over here we converted the former library into a health choice place. Neighborhood House is part of that, and providing job training and that sort of thing also, as well as some medical capacity for appointments there. So trying to get all aspects of it. There's also an early learning child center that's been put in a school, and a fully inclusive playground. It's a really cool place to be.